58 pages to get done before this weekend's over. We're still at 57 pages to go, you guys. 57, 2 hours later. Let's see how this round goes. Morning, everybody. So we have a super busy day ahead of us. I told you guys I've been working on this March 1st deadline. Look at this. I'm loving it. I can put my hair up and I still have bangs down and it doesn't look like when I would normally put it up in a ponytail. It'd be super messy. I'd have hair just everywhere. I love this. And I was able to wear the earrings my mother-in-law gave me for Valentine's Day. So that was kind of nice. I could put them in today and you can see them. So anyway, we have a super busy day today because I told you guys I've been working on this deadline. I have to get my edits into my publisher by March 1st. So this weekend is crunch time. So what I've been doing this morning, you guys, is getting a little bit of the daily housework I need to get done. I've got the laundry getting ready to go, laundry folded and put away. I've got to tackle dishes, and then it's writing room time. And Matt is going to be heading out to Dubuque with some of the kids so that I can get in my writing time, and he's going to pick up groceries. So it's going to be one of those days. It's going to be busy and super crunch time. So let's see how much I can get done in the next few hours. And I say good morning, but it's actually like early afternoon right now. All right, guys, so I got most of the dishes done. That was a lot of dishes. I don't even have the pans all finished yet, so that'll be for tomorrow. But I'm getting ready to head out the door, take Sky to work, and then I've got to finish a couple edits on the vlog, and then it's writing time for the rest of the night. So I'm pretty excited though, because I recorded something off of the History channel for T&I. It's called Atlantis Found. So looks pretty interesting. It's the search for the lost city of Atlantis. So looked really interesting. I can't wait to watch it tonight. We're gonna cuddle up later after I get my writing done, and her and I are gonna watch that. So I'll let you guys know what we think of it. Anyway, I'm gonna take Sky to work and then it's writing.
So I am out. I'm actually going into Sam's Club right now. Christy is at home. I took Aspen and Braxen with me. They're at Grandma's. The weather is getting kind of nasty out. My dad's truck's still not fixed, so I have to leave my truck for him. But I am going to get some groceries, and the house is nice and quiet for Christy. She can get some writing done. And hopefully, are you doing your writing? You better be writing, because I did this so you had a nice quiet house, so you best be writing, lady.
I'm in the middle of a 45-minute sprint with one of my fellow writers now. So we're trying to get in, well, at least I'm trying to get in as many pages edited. I have about 58 pages to go, and then I'm not sure exactly what she's working on, but a lot of times we'll do what's called sprints, where we try to get either so many pages edited or so many words written in a certain amount of time. So tonight we're doing a 45-minute sprint. A lot of times they're 30, but it was just easier to go to the top of the hour. So that's what I'm doing on this Saturday night, is trying to get these edits knocked out. I have this March 1st deadline, and I have 58 pages to get done before this weekend's over, because the homeschool week will kick in and I'm not going to have much time to get the writing that I'd like to get in. So till 7 o'clock, I'm ready. KFC is on the writer's menu tonight. I'm so thankful. I just finished my first sprint with one of my writer friends in my night writer group. I actually didn't even get a full page edited. I'm really close. I'm probably about, I'd say about a paragraph away from having it done. But this particular page that I've been working on had 3 POV switches. And if you've been with us long enough, I've talked about those plenty of times in the past, where it's basically like hopping from one character's head to another. So on just one page alone, I had 3 switches. So I went from one character's head to another and then back to that same character again. So that was a major fix that I had to do in it, and sometimes that can take a while. Plus, dinner interruptions, Aspen needing some help with the bathroom, groceries had to be brought in because Matt went shopping in Dubuque today, as you saw. And Mama's dinner's cold. And it's about 7 o'clock right now. I'm gonna get back to these edits, finish making dinner, and we'll see at 8 o'clock how much progress I've made. So hopefully more than 1 page, you guys. I can do this. But right now I have 57 pages to go. All right, so it's about 8 o'clock now and I have gotten no more writing done. I said I was gonna be in here, check back in an hour, let you guys know how it was going. And in the meantime, I ended up having to give a bath, switch a load of laundry, get Aspen settled down a little bit. So I'm ready to start another hour sprint. Now let's see how much can get done. But this is true writer's life. When you have kids and jobs and just whatever you have going on in your life, there's always going to be interruptions. But I'm still trying to focus and get this deadline hit. So 57 pages to go. POV edits are going really well. These next few pages I'm hoping go a little bit faster because I think they're all in one point of view, which means I won't have to do a lot of editing. So we'll see. 57 pages to go, you guys.
I ripped her shreds out my dirty jeans and keep the sun off of everything. Oh, did you know I was coming? Getting where it's nice and quiet.
It's about 8:25 right now and I have been working on 1 page that entire time. So I thought I wasn't going to have any more POV changes in this particular section of the book, but I was wrong. When I came to about the last 2.5 to 3 paragraphs of this page, I found that there was a spot in the book where I really kind of I wanted to cheat. There's a part in here that's so vitally important that it has to stay in the book, but there's no way the male character could know what the female character's thinking. So during the writing process, this can become a problem when you are doing POV switches a lot, is you'll add vital information in that sometimes has to remain in the story. So it's best not to switch points of view throughout the book. So when you go back later, you're not having to fix these things and then have to figure out how you're going to keep the book the same and still fix it. So that's where I'm at right now. So what I do in a situation like that is I'll kind of highlight the area, leave it alone for a minute, move forward in the book a little bit more, and see if there isn't a way that I can add that vital piece of information somewhere else into the book where it's going to make sense and still keep the POV shifts exactly the way that I thought they would work the best from the male character's point of view. Otherwise, I could keep this piece of information in there and I would need to go back and fix everything that I just redid and put it back into my female character's point of view. So what I plan to do at this point, when I scan forward, I think there's an area where I can kind of give her a little bit of a flashback to that moment that they were having, and she can kind of think about what happened, and that vital piece of information can still be in there for the reader to get, just at a different point in the book, and you're still not losing that really important aspect that helps build that world. So when you're doing world building and stuff, there's a lot of really important pieces to remember, and this is one of them. When you do POV switches where they shouldn't be, it can really hurt your world building later on. So that's a big thing to avoid as a writer, is putting those point of view switches in there, because later on you're gonna have to fix it somehow. So that's what I'm working on right now, and that's what can take so long in this process, is when you come to something like this, something that's so important, it could take an hour to 2 hours to figure out how you're gonna fix that one small piece of information, and it's literally one sentence, one statement that could affect the entire book. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna get back to it. It's about 8:28 right now, and I'm gonna get in here and see if I can't fix this POV switch and keep my storyline going the way
It's nice and quiet. Let's go where the light don't matter. You're falling into my shadow.
So I fixed it. Yes, I was able to find another spot in the manuscripts that I could put these in later. So normally what I do is, like, if there's pieces that I want to keep, I'll take and I'll copy those. I'll put them in the area where I think that they should go into, and then I'll highlight them in bright, bold color. So there's different highlighting options in Microsoft Word. There's like yellows and reds and blues and pinks. And so I'll use, every time I highlight a line, I'll highlight it into a different color and put it at the very beginning of that section where I want to add those into. So that's kind of a writing tip for me to you if you're interested in writing, or it's something that you do. That's just something I do to make it easier. It's a little hack that I do. It catches my attention and reminds me what is left undone yet that needs to be fixed. And those bright colors just remind me that it's an immediate thing and it needs to go somewhere. It's not in the place that it needs to be. Most of my other highlights, I save the yellow highlight for where I left off. That way, if I don't get to finish this tonight, I can also highlight where I left off in yellow, and I know that that's always my stopping place. That's like my yield point. So when I come back, I can see where I'm at, and those other highlights don't confuse me as to what they're there for. So anyway, that's something I do. I'm gonna take a quick break from writing, finish up eating my dinner, which is super cold right now, and then come back. It's about 8:52 right now, so I finished up those edits. I was giving myself until 9 o'clock to get them done. So I'm gonna take a quick, like 8-minute break, just let my brain have time to rest before I delve into this next round of now where I put all of those changes that need to be made and put into that new spot. I'm gonna delve into that chunk. So I've been going at this for a while, guys, and I have not quite 2 pages edited. That's how the writing process goes. And that's why it can take so long to get it done. Editing is a much, much slower process for me when it's editing like this. Not when it's that first round of editing where you're needing to fix things after you've written the rough draft. It's this really technical, detailed editing that takes a lot longer for me. So we're still at 57 pages to go, you guys. 57, 2 hours later. In for a 30-minute sprint. One of my fellow night writers is in to write and do a 30-minute sprint with me, so let's see how this round goes. So I knocked out 9 pages of edits tonight. Not exactly where I would have liked to have hit, but I'm still happy with the progress that I made. So it's 9 pages closer to what my goal was. I have less than 50 pages to complete before my deadline of the 1st, so I'm that much closer to what my end goal was.